Have you ever heard of Emperor Norton I? Probably not. Well, what if I told you San Francisco once had its own emperor and people actually went along with it? Yeah, this really happened. Hi, and welcome to History Snack, where we bring you the craziest and weirdest facts from human history. Today, we're headed to California to meet the man who fooled an entire city. Joshua Norton was born in 1818 in Deptford, England, and moved to San Francisco in 1849 during the Gold Rush. He got a job as a real estate agent and made a fortune. But after a few years, he lost everything in a business deal gone wrong. In fact, he lost everything and was left nearly penniless, but San Francisco locals often helped him with free meals and a place to stay. Norton began to have delusions of grandeur and declared himself Emperor of the United States. In 1859, he published a manifesto explaining that he was the rightful heir to the throne, even though he had no royal blood. In it, he stated that the government was corrupt and had been since 1856. So he was taking matters into his own hands. It said, Emperor of the United States of America and Protector of California. Below, that was a motto in Latin that read, In God we trust, but just because Norton declared himself emperor didn't mean that he was actually in charge. In fact, he wasn't even close to getting any real power. But here's where things get weird. At first, no one paid any attention to him. They just thought he was some guy in a funny hat. But then something strange happened. People started taking him seriously. Maybe they thought he was crazy, or maybe they were just bored. Either way, they played along with it, and so did the newspapers. They gave him free rein to publish whatever he wanted in their papers, and even gave him free meals at restaurants. One time, he showed up to a theater in the worst seats in the house and demanded to be seated in the box seats. When the manager refused, Norton threatened to have him arrested for treason, and the manager backed down. After seeing all this, can you blame him? The more attention he got, the more elaborate his uniform became. At first, it was just a bicorn hat, but later it included epaulets, a sash, a medal, and even a sword. And to top it off, he wore a cape whenever he walked outside. His first official act as emperor was to dissolve Congress, and then he began issuing all kinds of decrees. He wanted to build a bridge across the bay, connect San Francisco to the rest of the country by telegraph, and establish a new mint. He even created his own currency called Norton Bucks. Some shops even accepted his self-made Norton Bucks, treating them like real money for a time. Although he never held any real power, he was treated like royalty for the rest of his life. People continued to give him free stuff, and the newspapers kept printing his picture. In fact, when he died in 1880, 10,000 people showed up to his funeral. That's how he earned the nickname Emperor Norton, even though he never actually was one. So what would your first imperial decree be? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to check out more of our content. We've got 2 more videos on the screen for you to check out. They're pretty great if we do say so ourselves. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.